C2, exponentials and logarithms, example 5. There's a couple of ways you might go about this question. You can either, we want to evaluate, so we want to work out what they're all equal to. So if you put them all equal to x, then you recognise that they're all questions are in this form, log to the base a c is equal to b, in which we know that we can write that in index form, a to the power b equals c. So we could rewrite all the questions in index form, 27 to the power x equals 3. For part B, 5 to the power x equals 125. And for part C, 2 to the power x equals 256. And then it's just a case of using trial and error to spot or work out what the power is. So if we cube root 27, we get 3. So another way of rewriting the cube root of something would be to write it as the power a third. So x would be a third. For part B, we need to spot, well, what do we have to raise 5 to? What power do we have to raise 5 to make 125? And that would be 3. 5 cubed is 125. For part C, on the previous example, we already looked at powers of 2. We had 2 to the power 4 is 16, 2 to the power 5 is 32, 2 to the power 6 is 64. So you notice we keep doubling every time. 2 to the power 7 is 128. So 2 to the power 8 would be 256. So x would be 8. Now there is an alternative way that you might want to attempt this question. If we have a look at B, another way that you could do that would be, write down the question, log to the base 5 of 125, is to rewrite 125 as 5 to the power 3. Then what you can do, using one of your laws of logs, is bring the power to the front. So we can write that as 3 log to the base 5 of 5. So one of the laws of logs that we look at on the next page is if you've got something written like this, log a to the power b, we can bring that power to the front, so we can write it as b log a. Another law of logs, which we will look at in the next examples, is that log to the base a of a is equal to 1. So what you'll spot then is that that is equal to 1. So we've got 3 multiplied by 1, which is 3. So x is 3, which we also had back here. So when we've looked at some more examples using these laws of logs, you'll be able to choose which way you prefer to work out a question, such as example 5.